All right, so the purpose of this video is very quickly for me to explain the difference between what we've been doing and what we're getting ready to do. So we have been working with finding the perimeter of this figure here. So you should be able to, let's say, just for the sake of argument, that this is a 1 inch square here. This orange square is 1 inch on every side. So all of these squares are 1 inch on every side. So this thing would have a perimeter of 3 inches across the side, 3 inches, 3 inches, 3 inches. So this thing would have a perimeter of 12 inches, right? That's what we've been doing. Add up your sides, there's your perimeter. Now, switching to area, you're going to have to look at this a little differently. Instead of a single unit here, for area, you're looking at what's called a square unit, a literal square. How many squares can you fit inside of a figure? Well, I've got this orange square, pink, green, white, blue, orange, yellow. I've got an area of 9 square inches on this thing. Now, volume is how many cubes it would take to fill up a figure. We'll worry about that at another time. But right now for this, area versus perimeter. Perimeter are straight linear units. They're little pieces of lines. For area, it's going to be square units. So you're going to have to be looking at 9 square units. Now what we will have to do is change how we input answers a little bit. A lot of these I'm going to be asking you for the perimeter and the area, and you'll need to differentiate between your answers. So what we'll start looking at, excuse me, I bumped the camera there. What we're going to start looking at is inputting answers, say like 12 inches, which I know a lot of you tried to do on the perimeter unit, but when we start doing area, you're going to have to input your answers as square inches or square feet or square whatever. What that is telling me is you are literally looking at squares of that unit. So square feet would be a square where every side is a foot. A square inch is a square where every side is an inch. Okay, we will work on how to input these answers. It's going to take a little practice to get used to putting these in. Those are two separate things here, SQ space IN, square inch. Your other option is to write it with an exponent, which I don't think we're going to be able to do in a Google form, so we'll have to stick to writing it out, square inches.